Okay, so we have a problem that says graph the line with a slope of 3/5 and a y-intercept of -5. Okay, let's put that problem on the back burner for just a second and review this graph here. Just to make sure we're on the same page, this vertical line here, one that goes up and down, is called the y-axis. The horizontal line, the left to right direction, is called the x-axis. And you can remember that by this little stylized version of the letters here, X and Y. The Y is tall and thin like the y-axis, and the X looks like it could be flattened a little bit. And that kind of looks like a horizontal line if you imagine that a giant steps on it and squishes it. So anyway, let's talk about moving around this coordinate plane. Okay. Where the axes intersect, that is called the origin. And it's denoted by 0, 0. Okay, suppose you would like to move along this plane, move somewhere around in this plane. In order to go to the right, you step positive numbers along the x-axis. In order to move to the left, it's negative numbers along the x-axis. To move up, positive numbers. To move down, negative numbers. Okay, so we have our bearings. Let's look at the question. Graph the line with a slope of 3/5 and a y-intercept of -5. Okay, so what we need in order to draw a line, we need 2 points. Okay, and let's talk about what these words mean. Okay, the y-intercept means literally where our line intercepts the y-axis, where it runs into the y-axis. It runs into it at -5. So let's go ahead and put our first point at -5 on the y-axis. It is here. Okay, let's revisit that. From earlier, we start at 0, it's the origin. If we want to move in the negative direction on the y-axis, we move down. -1, -2, -3, -4, -5. Okay. Let's go back to our question. The second piece of information we have is the slope. So what does that mean? Well, when a slope is expressed in the form of a fraction, that's actually a very good thing, okay? Because it gives us 2 distinct pieces of information. The top number tells us which direction and how far do we move in the vertical direction along the y-axis. And the denominator, the bottom number, tells us which direction and how far do we move horizontally along the x-axis. So this is a set of directions to get us from our first point to our second point. First point is here, -5 on the y-axis. And these are our directions. First, we'll use the top number. It's telling us +3 in the vertical direction. Positive means move up, and the number 3 means 3 spaces. So up 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay, the denominator is 5. So since 5 is a positive number, we move to the right, and we're going to move 5 units to the right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let me get my little 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Had the wrong tool, sorry. Okay, so there's our second point. All we have left to do is to connect them with a line. And here we are. Okay, we started our first point, connect through our second point, and we're going to just extend it because our line goes forever and ever in both directions. Ta-da! And we have graphed the line that has a slope of 3/5 and a y-intercept of -5. And there you go. I hope that helps.